The laws of chemistry and the laws of physics. In this video we look at how the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics work with atoms. The laws of chemistry and the laws of physics is coded in the software that runs this universe. This coding is all about how the atoms must behave. The atoms communicate with each other to negotiate all the laws of chemistry and all the laws of physics. Every type of atom or the atoms that belong to different elements are all governed by the same rules of chemistry and the laws of physics. The strict rules of chemistry determine how these atoms bond and repel different elements to create our reality. Atoms use this bonding and repulsion action to create everything around us. The laws of physics determine how matter that is created by these chemical reactions work with gravity. The laws of chemistry and the laws of physics are also forms of information. The laws of chemistry and the laws of physics is information on how atoms should interact with each type of atom and how atoms must interact with gravity. The laws of chemistry, the laws of physics, and the atoms are all different forms of information interacting with each other. These components of information were not created by random events. These components of information have worked with each other since they were created, and they work with deterministic precision. Random events cannot organize information components. Everything we see around us is an outcome of atoms of different elements obeying these laws of chemistry and the laws of physics. The latest scientific evidence proves that these atoms that are 99.99% empty space communicate with each other to negotiate these laws. We have now found that regardless of distance any two atoms can communicate. How do atoms talk to each other? The atoms can communicate because all the atoms are connected to the same software. It's through the Creator's software that they communicate. Scientists call this quantum entanglement. Albert Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. Over the past few decades, physicists have demonstrated the reality of atoms communicating over greater distances, even from Earth to a satellite in space. Each experiment more conclusively for the past 100 years has established that quantum particles are communicating with each other. The scientific fact of how one atom can convey information to another atom is proof we are living inside a matrix that is constructed with information. Our consciousness is reading the information the atoms are communicating. To understand how atoms communicate, take a simple example. Imagine you heat a coin and drop it into a bowl of water. The hot coin will cause the water in the bowl to become hot. Now let's understand what's going on. The atoms in the coin and the water are all 99.99% empty. The components of the atoms in the hot coin are vibrating at a high speed. The components of the atoms in the cold water are vibrating at a slower speed. When you drop the coin into the water, the atoms in the water and the coin don't chemically mix. The atoms in the water and the atoms in the coin use their repulsion force to prevent a chemical bond, as per the laws of chemistry. The atoms in the coin and the atoms that make up the water never touch. The atoms in the coin transmit information to the atoms that make up the water. The atoms in the coin tell the atoms that make up the water the speed at which their internal components are vibrating. The water atoms that receive this information increase the speed of the vibration of their components. We call this thermal radiation. Thermal radiation is how two sets of atoms that are not touching each other can convey to each other the speed at which their internal components are vibrating. All the fundamental components of our reality, the atoms, photons, the fundamental subatomic particles, energy, dark matter, dark energy, genetics, time, all work with the information of the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics. Atoms create all matter including your body and brain. According to the latest science we know today, the atoms are more than 99.99% empty space. I believe it's a matter of time before science finds the atom is 100% empty. Except for the photon, the rest of the components of our reality such as the atoms, the fundamental subatomic particles, energy, dark matter, dark energy, genetics, time, the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics cannot be created or cannot be destroyed. The atoms that create everything around us are over 10 billion years old. For a moment imagine that the atoms that are creating your body today have been around for over 10 billion years. The atoms that create your body today have created many living and non-living things for the past billions of years. The atoms that create your body today have created many other human and animal bodies for the past billions of years. The atoms that create your body and brain are not brand new. The atoms that create your body will go on to create many other things long after you are dead. This is possible because the atoms have obeyed the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics with deterministic precision for billions of years. When we consider the following facts and understand all the fundamental components of this universe are all interconnected. One component cannot exist without the other. For example, gravity is useless without the atom. There is gravity within the atom, so the atom can't exist without gravity. One component is useless without the other. Random events creating these fundamental components of our reality that interconnect with each other to serve a vital role is scientifically impossible. This is the case with all the other fundamental components of our reality. Every one of these fundamental components are interconnected. All these fundamental components work with each other with deterministic precision. It is this precision that brings stability to our reality. We are all part of a high-technology information simulation of the gods. All content in this video was excerpts from the book The Real Creator, available at Amazon Kindle. The link to the book is provided in the description below.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. We value your feedback.